Welcome to the Game of Life TV. I'm Louise, Presley-Turner, one of the UK's leading personal growth experts and author of Finding a Future That Fits. And I help you to find your future, build your business and to love your life. Now, are you letting people take advantage of you? We've all heard of the term boundaries and have an idea of what it means, but how many of us are really aware of our own personal boundaries in life, and most importantly, realise how weak boundaries affect our own power to co-create? Now, a boundary is simply something that indicates a border or a limit, a separation between, you and me, and it helps you to decide what you will and will not do. Now, of course, boundaries can alter with various people and adjust in different situations. We have different boundaries with different people. So just think of a border to a country. Some have very relaxed measures with no checks at all, and some have barbed wire and soldiers patrolling the perimeter. With someone we really care about, such as a child or a partner, we invite them deep into our emotional and physical space. We tend to be more willing to find a compromise that works for both people. These individuals are more likely to breach our personal boundaries. Now, with somebody we meet once, our boundaries might be more rigid. We would generally not accept a stranger sitting down next to us and asking us all sorts of intimate personal questions. Boundaries can be elastic, shifting to fit what we need at the time, as well as how strong or balanced or vulnerable we feel at that moment. For example, my boundaries with my own children may well differ to the boundaries of another parent. Professionally, my boundaries may be firmer or weaker than that of another mentor or coach. Our energy system is very aware of how close we want to let somebody get to our physical, emotional, mental or energetic level. Our vibes let us know when something doesn't feel good or when somebody has crossed a boundary that we are not comfortable with. The truth is, having lovely neighbours can be great. You can chat, you can share a cup of sugar in times of need, but having a fence to separate your personal living space is great too. This way you don't cross the boundary and encroach on each other's vital space. This border makes for a much more peaceful and harmonious relationship all round. It keeps things healthy. Yet many of us have terribly weak boundaries when it comes to our love life, maybe, our work, our children's self-care, and so on. Weak boundaries mean leaky energy. You cannot shine your light fully if you keep giving your power away. People will take from you. Energy exchange is a natural part of life, but some people take way more than they need. Having firm boundaries stops this from happening. It enables you to be loving and giving, but also stand firm in your own power. And when you can do this, you become a much better co-creator. It's nice to be needed. It's lovely to be the person that people go to when they need a shoulder to cry on, but it's not very nice when the phone is constantly ringing with friends or family that are sapping your energy. And when you find that you're overrun doing stuff for other people and carrying other people's problems around, it's a clear sign that you need to put some solid boundaries in place. Let me give you a personal example of a weak boundary. In the early days of my business, as I was trying to establish myself as a coach, I would often work all hours. If a client wanted a session on a Sunday afternoon, I'd do it. If a client wanted to meet me face to face, I'd drive 60 miles to meet them. I had no idea about business boundaries, and as a result, I burnt myself out trying to please everybody. And the more I offered, the more my clients took. Now, thankfully, this didn't last long. I realised that if I didn't take care of myself, that I wouldn't be much good to anybody. So I set some very firm business boundaries. I decided that if clients wanted to meet me face to face, that they would have to meet me at my choice of location. I decided that I would only work certain days and hours, and I also started to put limits on the number of clients that I worked with at any one time. Balance was restored, and what a relief it was. This is about standing in your own power, and people really respect this. It's a high vibrational frequency that feels good. You can still be loving and caring, yet firm at the same time. Establishing boundaries makes our interactions smoother, more comfortable and safe when interacting with the world around us. So this week we are going to firm up your boundaries so that you can stand in your own power and shine your light fully. So your assignment this week, take a look at the following areas of your life and list all the boundaries that you need to start putting in place. So some examples might be your romantic relationships, and your boundaries, your new boundaries might be that you will not be belittled, you will not accept cheating, or you will not allow somebody to physically or mentally abuse you. Your work boundaries might be that you will not accept a member of your team who constantly turns up late for meetings. You will not be put down by somebody at work, or you won't work weekends. Maybe with your children, your new boundaries might be that you won't accept answering back anymore, or you won't tolerate a child being mean to a sibling. And finally, your personal self-care boundaries. Maybe your new boundaries that you will get 7 hours sleep a night, that you'll meditate daily, that you'll put money aside for self-nurturing, or that you'll shave your legs before a date. Take a second right now to share with me one new boundary that you are going to put in place right now, starting today. There is a live Facebook thread right below this video where you can share with me one new boundary, and I'll be looking out and commenting on your comment. That's it for this week, folks. I hope this video has served you. For more videos like this and to get your free life planner, come and join my list along with thousands of other women in the UK and beyond over at thegameoflife.co.uk. Remember, you are on this planet with a very special mission, and the world needs you to shine your light and do your thing.